Hey guys, welcome back to 95 Tactical. We are with Phoenix Trinity Firearms. Pretty long name, I'm sorry. You may not recognize these products right away, or ever heard of this brand, but you may recognize some of the parts that are actually they produce here. We're at Dagger Marketing. You can tell us a little bit about the product you have here.
Yeah, so we are Phoenix Trinity Firearms, and we make a double stack 1911, but we make it a little bit different than everybody else. We use a locking block system. So we have a link barrel. Instead of a link barrel, we have a linkless barrel. So every other 1911 manufacturer out there, a double stack 1911 manufacturer, has a link that kind of dangles right there on the bottom of the lug of the barrel. And what we designed was a linkless barrel system, so we could easily swap barrels out, but still get the same accuracy in between both barrels. So if anybody knows anything about the older style 1911s, it's very hard to have two different barrels that will fit in the same slide and frame. So that was our design, what we made with that. You could do multiple calibers, or you could do multiple barrels. You could have a sight block barrel or a comp barrel and easily switch it out within a minute. So this is our H-Duty. This is kind of our entry-level pistol. It's more of a standard slide cuts, kind of more vertical surface on it. I got it disassembled right now so you can kind of see what our frames look like, slide and everything. Our frame rails are a lot longer than every other manufacturer out there. And what that allows us to do is keep our tolerances tighter for longer. So, and that's why our actions are so smooth. I know you guys got to shoot them yesterday. Oh, yeah. They shot amazing for you. You guys just went crazy and shot all the different guns, so it worked out really good. So let's go into the next model. The next model is our HTAC. Our HTAC is going to be very similar to the H-Duty, just it's going to have a comp barrel on it, and then a different style of slide cut. They're both going to have 2.5 pound triggers. All of our guns are shipped with 2.5 pound triggers. We make the slide frame, grip, safeties, mag release, triggers, everything you see on this, and the barrels are made out of one piece of metal versus being multiple pieces of metal. So even that front sight post there is machined. I got the fiber optic out of it right now, so you can kind of see that it is actually machined out of one piece. So most of the comp barrels on other 1911 manufacturers are threaded. So back in the day when we came from a USPSA background, so back in the day, if this ever came loose when you're shooting and you had a full length dust cover or even a shorter dust cover, you would end up tearing up the frame that way. So we decided to make it out of one piece so we didn't have that problem ever. Our next model in line is going to be the H Pro. The H Pro is going to be the same as the HTAC and H-Duty. The only difference it's going to have is on a palm swell grip. So there's a little bit of an egg shape or V kind of palm swell that kind of comes out the side there. And what that allows you to do is get more surface area contact on the grip, so you'll feel less felt recoil at the end of the day. So, and it's a comp barrel there.
And almost everything here is made in-house, correct?
Everything here is
everything's here is made in-house.
Yes.
And also the parts as well. You guys may not recognize a lot of these, but majority of these parts, you're also helping them with Atlas, that kind of thing too, right? You do
so we used to supply. So before we built our own guns, we built all the parts. We built frames, we built slides, we built grips, safeties, all those small parts, and we supplied a lot of the manufacturers that maybe you've heard of before, Nighthawk, Atlas, and some of the other smaller builders with parts, so they could build their own 2011s and sell them. And we ended up deciding, hey, we build all these other parts, let's go ahead and build our own gun.
Why not make your own, right? You're making everything anyway. Just
exactly.
Put it together.
So if you look at some of the grips from some other manufacturers, the grips are going to look really, really similar to those other manufacturers out there. Yeah. And there's a reason why. It's because they either licensed our grips from us or we supply them the parts.
Absolutely. You guys already know on the channel, we all love our 2011s. We shoot them all the time. But we tell you guys, we saw these yesterday. This is next level, guys. It truly is. One other thing I wanted you to talk about was going to be this Optic Plate with the handle here.
Yes.
I saw that's for competition, looks like, right?
Yes.
Can you talk a little about that, please?
So I'll tell you about it. So it came on, this is a limited run we did for limited optics in USPSA. So this is our Low Pro. This is a stainless steel grip. It's got the H Pro slide cuts on it, but we did something a little bit different for it. Since limited optics allows you to have a slide racker, now now we have a slide racker optic plate that comes with it. The Low Pro comes with 2 barrels. It comes with a comp barrel, a sight block barrel for limited optics, 2 optic plates, 2 mag wells. And then another thing that a lot of people don't realize is in USPSA competition shooting, we do a lot of table starts. So let me show you how that works. So with the slide racker optic plate, look at that. It props the gun up for you. So when you need to come get it, you scoop it up and it's done. So rack it, you go to shoot.
Okay. That's pretty nuts. Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
The range thing to break it in with. So.
That is soft. Wow. Because I got an XC that was like $4,500. Wow, that is like way smoother than my XC.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow. Oh. That is like super fast return to 0. Let's see what this one's about. He hyped it up.
The dot doesn't move! What the heck? This is cool. I like this.
Most people, the problem is they're trying to push down off the gun to get the dot to not
That's so
Yeah.
recoil that you're losing it downward.
Yeah, I'm pushing it down.
Just grip the gun hard and let it do what it's gonna do.
All the ones we send out and then practice.
Ooh, my God.
There it is. It really depends on the ammo and all that. I would say just about as normal as any other 20. Nothing really wears more. These springs are 7 pounds. So maybe a little
That is nuts.
Wow.